Hi guys, this is Chetan from Chetan Technomania. Today there will be a war between Realme 2, oppoa3s, Redmi Note 5, honor7c. Let's begin. Specifications. Realme 2. The Realme 2 sports a horizontally stacked dual rear camera setup with a 13-megapixel primary sensor with f2.2 aperture, and a 2-megapixel secondary sensor with f2.4 aperture. It also has an 8-megapixel sensor with fixed focus, an f2.2 aperture, and an 85-degree wide-angle lens. It packs a 4,230 mAh battery. The phone measures 156.2 x 75.6 x 8.2 mm, and weighs 168 grams. Sensors on board the Realme 2 include accelerometer, ambient light sensor, face unlock sensor, fingerprint sensor, rear-mounted, and proximity sensor. Connectivity options include dual 4G Volt, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth V4.2, GPS, a GPS GLONASS, micro USB with OTG support, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro. The dual-SIM Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 runs Android Nougat-based MIUI 9 and features a 5.99-inch Full HD 1080x2160 pixels display with an 18:9 aspect ratio, 450 nit brightness, and 83% NTSC color gamut. The Redmi Note 5 is powered by a Snapdragon 625 SoC coupled with a Adreno 506 GPU and up to 4 GB of RAM. The Redmi Note 5 has a 12-megapixel rear camera sensor with an f2.2 aperture and an LED flash, and a 5-megapixel front camera sensor with an LED selfie light module. It comes in 32 GB and 64 GB storage options that both are expandable via micro SD card. It has 4G Volt, Wi-Fi 802.11b per gram, N, Bluetooth, 3.5mm headphone jack, and micro USB on the connectivity front, and pack a 4,000 mAh battery that supports 5 volts, 2A fast charging. oppoa3s. The oppoa3s also has a dual SIM, Nano, slot and runs on ColorOS 5.1 based on Android 8.1 Oreo. It sports a 6.2-inch HD+, 720x 1520 pixels, super full screen display, and is powered by an octa-core Snapdragon 450 SoC coupled with 2 GB of RAM. The A3s bears a dual rear camera setup, with a 13-megapixel primary sensor and 2-megapixel secondary sensor. On the front, it bears an 8-megapixel sensor, while the company is touting the presence of its AI Beauty Technology 2.0 features for beautification. The oppoa3s bears 16 GB of inbuilt storage that is expandable via micro SD card, up to 256 GB, in a hybrid dual SIM configuration. It is powered by a 4,230 mAh battery, measures 156.2 x 75.6 x 8.2 mm, and weighs 168 grams. Sensors on board include an accelerometer, ambient light sensor, and proximity sensor. Connectivity options on the oppoa3s include 4G Volt, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, a GPS 3.5mm headphone jack, and micro USB. There is no fingerprint sensor on board, and users will have to rely on the face unlock feature. honor7c. Lastly, the honor7c supports dual SIM, Nano, and runs EMUI 8.0 on top of Android 8.0 Oreo. It sports a 5.99-inch HD+, 720x 1440 pixels, IPS panel with an 18:9 aspect ratio, and is powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 450 SoC paired with 3 GB, 4 GB of RAM and 32 GB, 64 GB of internal storage. Storage is expandable via micro SD card, up to 256 GB. The honor7c bears a dual rear camera setup with a 13-megapixel primary sensor and a 2-megapixel secondary sensor. On the front, the smartphone sports an 8-megapixel selfie camera with f2.0 aperture and a soft selfie light. It has a 3000 mAh battery under the hood, and comes packed with Huawei's Hiss and 3D sound effects, and a ride mode for motorcyclists. Sensors on board the Honor 7C include an accelerometer, ambient light sensor, and a proximity sensor. Connectivity options on the handset include 4G Volt, Wi-Fi 802.11b per gram, N with hotspot, Bluetooth 4.2, GPS, a micro USB port, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. There's fingerprint scanning support at the back. Is Realme 2 really a better Realme 1 at the same price? We discuss that on next video. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned.